Hey, it's September in New Hampshire. That means NHIAA Division II football here in Milford, New Hampshire. Milford High School Spartans are taking the field for game number 3 of their campaign. 2 wins up, 0 wins down, but they take on the Raiders of Lebanon High School tonight here at the Spartan Stadium. Joining me now on a special edition of the Coach's Corner Show, head coach of the Raiders, Lebanon's own Chris Childs. Coach, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Lebanon Raiders are 2-0 on the early season, but not more impressive than the 2 wins are the 137 points you guys have posted. It's like video game numbers, Coach. What's going on the field?
We got, we haven't played 2 of the strongest teams to start the season yet anyway, and we got a pretty good group of kids, senior heavy, and they've worked hard in the off season, so it's showing on the field.
5 running backs in the top 15 in the division early in this season. You're going to spread the ball around again a little bit tonight?
Yeah, it's a unique group where I have a lot of kids that I can give the ball to, so it's hard to key on just one kid for us. And I think that's what makes us unique is we have so many different kids that can get the ball.
Even more unique than the 5 running backs that you have in that top 15, you've scored all ways. Special teams, offense, defense, from the bench. I mean, every which way you can score, you've done it.
Yeah, last week we had a couple of punt blocks and a kickoff return, so that definitely helps the special team stats for sure.
What are your thoughts on the Milford Spartans team that you're going to face here tonight? 41-16 winners over John Stark. Again, not necessarily a contender in the conference, but they came home and backed that up with a 14-6 win over crosstown rival Salhegan Sabres. 2-0 also with you atop the division. I know it's early season, but the winner of tonight's game really is set up nicely for the middle part of the season.
Yeah, for sure. Keith does a nice job with them over here at Milford. They're always, I expect a nice, hard, physical game tonight out of them, and we're definitely going to have to stop the run. He loves to run the football, so that's definitely our key tonight. 3
keys for tonight: running the football. What else you got? 2 more.
We're going to contain the quarterback and play good defense.
He is the head coach of the Lebanon Raiders, Chris Childs, here at Milford Spartan Stadium. We're just 21 minutes away from kickoff, where the Milford Spartans and the Lebanon Raiders will get it on tonight on Granite Media. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Joining us now on Granite Media's expanded special edition of the Coach's Corner Show, the legendary one, Keith Jones of the Milford Spartans. Coach Jones, haven't been talking to you for a little while. Missed the first game, post-game, 41-16 over John Stark, and you backed that up with a 14-6 win over Salhegan. That earns you the right to come into this game 2-0. You got the Lebanon Raiders across this way. They're also 2-0.
We're going to have to call it like the Southeast Conference. 137 points this year. Playing college football back in the 80s with Eric Dickinson.
5 running backs in the top 15 in the conference. They can spread the ball around.
Yeah, they got plenty of talent. They got plenty of weapons, and we're going to have our hands full.
They scored on special teams, on offense, on defense. I think somebody even scored from the stands in the last game.
I'm sure. I think Chris Childs ran out and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I bet he did. 3 keys to success for tonight, Coach.
Ball control, ball safety, and staying healthy.
How are we going to know, or when are we going to know the result of this game tonight?
Know the result.
That's why he's the legendary one. Head coach of the Milford Spartans, Keith Jones. Here on Granite Media, we are 18 minutes away from kickoff. Keep it right here. The temperature is 66 degrees. It is a cloudy, overcast, humid night. The lights are on. The leaves are starting to change. That means only one thing. It is football season here in New Hampshire. Welcome to Spartan Stadium, home of the Milford Spartans. I'm Kevin St. Ange here on the various platforms of Granite Media. Milford Spartan football coming to you here. 2021, the Spartans come into the game tonight, 2-0. Atop the West Conference of NHIAA's Division II here in New Hampshire. Joining me in the booth tonight, our special guest color commentator, Milford High School class of 1987, tight end, defensive end, Greg McDonough. Greg, welcome to Granite Media and Spartan football.
Hey, thanks for having me, Kev. Great to be back at the old field.
So tonight, the Lebanon Raiders come into the game against the Milford Spartans, also 2-0. The Lebanon Raiders are just putting up incredible numbers. Through 2 games, 137 points to start the season. We'll get to that in just a moment. Tonight, before the game starts and before the coin toss, we are going to have a moment of silence for a Bow football player, number 55, Nick Willett, who passed away recently in a car accident.
Thank you.
The NHIAA showing respect for the Willett family, asking for all home teams hosting games this evening and this weekend for a moment of silence in honor of the Willett family. As the captains head out to midfield, Greg, number 69, Ben Kilgore, number 22, Caden Zielinski, number 23, Logan Barnhill. Your 3 tri-captains, seniors for the Milford Spartans, leaders, each of them. They're meeting up with the Raiders captains. What are your thoughts on tonight's game? Are 2 running teams? Is it going to be a clash of of teams that like to push the ball down the field on the ground?
Yeah, it should be fun. Both these teams, they seem like the upperclassmen have some pretty good size on the lines. Be fun to see all these running backs and see what we got here. 2 yards in a cloud of dust, right?
Well, the way both of these teams move the ball, it's more than 2 yards. They chunk it a little bit. We'll get into the stats a little bit as we go through the game here. Milford's opened their season traveling to John Stark Regional High School. They put up 41 points, only gave up 16. Nice opening win for the Milford Spartans on the road. Haven't played a full schedule in 2 years now. COVID shortened season last year, not the type of season anybody would have wanted. But they started this season with a win, and then immediately came right back home and backed that win up with a 14-6 rough and tumble, hard smack-em-yack-em game against the crosstown rivals, Sauhegan Sabres. That puts them at 2-0. Very contrasting way to get to 2-0 from the Lebanon Raiders. I alluded to it earlier. They've put up 137 points in 2 games, averaging 60+.
It's going to be a good one. Anytime Milford can beat Sauhegan in anything, I think that amps it up a little bit. Being an Amherst kid, so I would have gone to Sauhegan if I was a little bit younger. But anytime you can beat Sauhegan's great. Lebanon, they didn't play in our division when I was a kid, so I don't know much about them, but they look like they're ready to go.
They won a Division III state championship a couple of years ago, elevated to Division II, have played at this level for a couple of years, and have impressed the prognosticators here in the early going. So the tri-captains of Milford have won the toss as our public address announcer, Emeritus Steve Martin, announced to us. We're about to get underway here at Spartan Stadium. The flag is hanging limp, barely a breath of air, on a cool but muggy night here in Milford, New Hampshire. We'll get a taste right away of the Lebanon Raiders. 5 of their running backs are in the top 15 in Division II in total yards gained from scrimmage. But this is a team that scores in all phases of the game, Greg. 77 points against Hollis Brookline a week ago. They did give up 28. We're going to see how good their defense really is against this Spartan offense, having given up 28 to a spread formation offense in Hollis Brookline. They also gave up 16 points, or 14 points, to Manchester West. Their defense really hasn't been tested yet.
Any team that's going to put up 77 points, I got to know what they're doing. So, like I said, let's see what we got here, and should be a good time.
Set to kick off for the Milford Spartans, number 9, Colin Gregg, a senior, 6'2", 210-pound kicker. Also doubles as a soccer player on the Spartan soccer team as well. Have seen this kid booted through the uprights from 45, 50 yards occasionally. We'll see what he does. Opening day against John Stark. Hit a couple out of bounds. We'll see if he's straightened that out and is up to the task tonight. We are about to be underway here in Milford as Colin Gregg steps into it, sends it downfield. Nice, long, end-over-end kick, driving Jackson Stone back into the end zone. Touchback to open the game for the Milford Spartans.
Nice kick.
Gregg's kickoff was caught in the end zone. Touchback will bring the ball back to the 20-yard line, where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10.
Spartan defense on the field now for head coach Keith Jones. Jackson Stone, the quarterback for the Raiders, brings his Raiders team out to the line. Slot formation to the left. Single setback with Stone. Motion man, Stone gives to the motion man. That's number 5, Neoti Pooney. He runs it to the right side, tackled along the sideline.
Looks like the 3 or 4 Milford Spartans got in there in the tackle. I didn't catch any numbers.
About a 6-yard gain will bring up a 2nd down and 4.
It'll be 2nd down and 4. The ball is on the Raiders' 26-yard line.
With 5 running backs in the top 15 in the state, this team just keeps coming at you with fresh legs. It's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out against this Spartan defense. Spread formation again. Pooney in motion, stops in front of the quarterback. Stone is following him. Tries to turn up inside the tackle, does so. There's a whistle on the play. He never went down, Greg.
No, he didn't. That was a quick whistle. He was tackled by number 21, Frank Caleb, looks like.
Not really sure from this vantage point why the whistle blew. It didn't look like he went down or touched the knee. I'm not sure why the officials blew the whistle.
That's a quick whistle. We'll take it.
Just outside the 20-yard line.
Loss of a few yards on that play. 3rd and 9 is the set now. Ball is on the 20 and a half yard line. Slot formation to the right. Stone calling the signals. Looking to pass, rolling to his right. He's being flushed out of the pocket, throws it downfield. It is incomplete through the hands of a Raider wide receiver. Almost intercepted by Cade Cloutier. That'll bring up 4th down, probably the first time this season the Raiders have had to punt. We didn't have any scouting on their punt team based on the point production they had in their first 2 games. However, when your quarterback is also your punter, you have to be aware of trick plays. And
for sure.
4th down and 9 from the 20 and a half. A little trouble on the punting team side. Number 32 coming into the game a little late. Everybody's set. Snap is away. Punt is away. End over end kick fielded by, looks like Caden Zielinski. Fair catch. Logan Barnhill with the fair catch at the Spartan 44 and a half yard line, where they will take over for their first series on offense. Here at the 10:18 mark, the score is 0-0. We're basically just underway here at Spartan Stadium on Granite Town Media. Kevin St. Ange along with Greg McDonough.
From their own 45-yard line.
Here come the Spartans' first offensive series of the game, taking over at their 45-yard line. Charlie Erda under center. The give is to big Caden Zielinski. He bowls ahead for about a 6-yard gain. Crosses the 50-yard line to the Lebanon Raider 49-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Tackle made by Pooney, number 5. Nice play.
5-yard gain by Caden Zielinski, who missed most of last season with an injury. But if there's a season to miss, given the COVID-shortened nature of last season, that was the season. He's back, and he looks healthy tonight. Single setback behind Charlie Erda now. 2nd and 5. Motion man the give is to Zielinski again. He's moving the pile forward. Definitely a first down. Milford Spartans moving the ball efficiently on 2 plays so far. Officials haven't marked it yet. Looks like a first down from our vantage point, and there the officials do to signal first down. Ball inside the Raider 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Milford Spartans. Three solid rushing plays to open the game for the Milford Spartans. Erda under center with triple backs behind him. Harris Jones moves from the right to the left side. The give now is to Logan Barnhill. Logan turns up inside the tackle for a short gain, bringing up a second down. Logan Barnhill leads all rushers for the Spartans with 201 yards coming into the game.
Tackle there was by number 77, Cam Davio,
a
senior.
Short gain on the play of a yard.
Second down and 9 for the Spartans. The ball is on the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Thank you.
Here come the Spartans, 2nd and 9. Erda under center. Single setback behind him is Cade Cloutier. Barnhill in motion. Erda keeps it. Pass intended for Cade Cloutier. Falls incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Intended for Cade Cloutier was incomplete.
Again, good pressure by 77, Cam Davio.
Interesting look for the Spartans there, a team that's not accustomed to throwing the ball, a coach that doesn't really throw the ball a whole heck of a lot, but when he does, usually fairly effective. Didn't quite get organized on that particular play. 3rd and 9. One of the keys to the game, as Coach always says, is converting on 3rd down. This will be a heck of a conversion if they can do it. Single setback. We have a high snap over Zielinski's head. Zielinski falls on the ball at the Spartan 45-yard line. Different look formation for the Spartans. They put quarterback Charlie Erda in a wing position with Caden Zielinski. Kind of a wildcat look. Yep. Running back Caden Zielinski directly behind the center, but that snap went right over his head. That'll bring up 4th down and a whole bunch of territory.
Loss of 12 on the play.
Yep, 69, Connor Brown came in for the clean that up for the sack.
Spartans fall on the fumble, but it brings up 4th down, and they will be punting away here.
Better than a turnover.
Back to punt for the Spartans is the quarterback, Charlie Erda. Little confusion on the Spartans side of the ball, trying to get it organized for this punt. Punt is away, end over end. Lands at about the 30. It checks up, out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the Spartans are winning the field position battle right now after the first 2 possessions of the game. The score is tied 0-0 at the 7:31 mark of the first quarter. 2 high-flying offenses coming into the game, feeling each other out.
I didn't think I'd see 3 passes the whole game, yet alone 3 incompletions. After hearing about the ground game here.
I think both coaches trying to play a little psychological warfare with each other as to what the rest of the game's going to look like. Here come the Lebanon Raiders, 1st and 10 on their 16-yard line. The give is up the middle, and breaking away is Raider running back number 22, number 23, looks like Cole Shambeau.
Yeah, tackle was by Chuck Erda, but unfortunately it's about 12 yards downfield.
1st down for the Raiders at their 31-yard line.
That had a chance to go all the way. He was close.
Raider 31-yard line will give the Raiders a 1st and 10.
Raiders get past the front line and the linebackers of the Spartans. There's a lot of field behind that. Need some athletes to track these running backs down of the Lebanon Raiders. Stone gives to Shambeau again, running behind his big offensive line. He tries to reverse field and gets driven back by linebacker Caden Zielinski. Loss on that play.
Nice play by the captain. Filled the hole.
They may give him some forward progress, but he got driven back. That'll bring up a 2nd down and about 2nd and 10.
For the Raiders. Ball's at their 31-yard line.
Jackson Stone under center. He turns around, bumped in the backfield, and the ball is loose. There's a fumble on the ground, and it is unclear right now who's recovered, and the Milford Spartans have recovered the fumble. Confusion in the backfield for the Raiders results in a fumble, and here comes the Milford Spartan offense. Chuck Erda fell on that.
Beautiful. Got to win the turnover game.
Win the turnover game, in this case also winning the field position game. Milford Spartans are in business at their 27-yard line. The Raider 27-yard line.
Nice shift of momentum here.
Erda under center, I formation behind him. Cade Cloutier takes the dive handoff and is smothered there by the entire left side of the Raider defensive line.
Number 69, Connor Brown, again showing up.
2 years. Sorry, Greg. 2 years of calling Spartan football. I haven't seen an I formation in either of the last 2 years. That's the first time I've seen that from head coach Keith Jones. Definitely trying to give the Raiders a different look. One of the keys to this level of football is self-scouting, and again, another unique formation, a little different from the traditional wing flexbone offense. Caden Zielinski powering his way through the Raider interior line, picks up a first down for the Milford Spartans in the shadow of the goalposts. Here come the Milford Spartans.
Justin DiCarlo on the tackle there. He's hanging on for dear life.
Ball is spotted just outside the Raider 15-yard line. 1st and 10. The Spartans can get themselves a first down. First down inside the 10-yard line. Do not have to score here. They can get their first down. Another I formation. Actually, a little offset formation behind Erda. The give is to, I believe that was Barnhill, met right at the point of attack.
Barnhill on the carry.
Short gain, if any, maybe a little progress, maybe a yard. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Spartans.
It'll be 2nd and a long 9. The ball is just inside the Raiders' 15-yard line.
Clock is running here at Spartan Stadium. We're in the first quarter of play. 4:30 to play in the first quarter. Milford Spartans 0, Lebanon Raiders 0. Spartans are marching following a turnover. Zielinski in the I formation behind Cloutier. Erda kept the ball, turned the corner, and made something out of nothing. Hit in the backfield by his own player and then hit by a Raider player. Was able to spin out of both of those contacts and advance the ball about 6-7 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Spartans. Ball is spotted at the 6-yard line.
Again, you had 32, Mason Arado hanging on for dear life, making the tackle.
Both teams experiencing a little confusion in their backfields as the quarterbacks are coming off, taking the snaps here. Spread formation for the Spartans. The keeper by the quarterback, Charlie Erda, he picks up the first down. Didn't push it straight ahead, kind of ran a little bit of a veer off to the right side. That earns the Spartans a first down inside the 5-yard line. Ball is spotted just inside the 4-yard line, 3.5. Cloutier behind Erda. Erda takes the snap, gives it to Zielinski. Zielinski takes it straight ahead. Still trying to move the pile as the whistle sounds.
That ball came out late, but it was not a fumble.
Ball definitely came out, but the whistle had sounded just short of the goal line. Nose of the ball just inside the 1. Located on the right hash mark, heading towards the south end end zone here at Spartan Stadium. 2:46 to play in a very quick-moving first quarter of play. One of the benefits of 2 running teams is that clock moves. Cloutier, Zielinski. The give is to Zielinski. He was met at the line. Not sure if he got in, though. No indication yet. Great defensive stand by the Raiders at the point of attack.
Did not make the end zone.
Cameron Davio, number 77, made the initial hit.
That is some big boy football right there. Kane Zielinski goes 6 foot 245.
It's a big play. That quarterback sneak looked like the old Kevin on the Goose and Go back in 1985.
We don't talk about that on the Granite Town Media airwaves there, Greg.
Yep.
Here come the Spartans. 3rd down on the goal line, just outside the goal line. Trip formation to the left. The give is to Barnhill. He slices inside the guard on the left side. Touchdown, Milford Spartans, Logan Barnhill. Milford Spartans jump out to a 6-0 lead here in the first quarter of play. 1:49 to play in the first quarter. Pending the PAT, Milford Spartans on top. Keegan Hatch to snap the ball to Trice Cody. Kick by Colin Gregg is on the way. It is up. It is good. Milford Spartans are on top 7-0 here at Spartan Stadium. On the strength of a 1-yard dive by senior Logan Barnhill. Came into this game having rushed for 201 yards in the first 2 games, averaging just a tick over 100 yards per game.
Biggest thing is capitalizing on those turnovers.
Milford Spartans did exactly that. Free safety Charlie Erta fell on a fumble. Milford Spartans took over inside the Raider 30-yard line and just proceeded to walk it right into the end zone. They had to work, though. The Raiders made them work, and they stopped Spartans' big running back, Caden Zielinski, at the point of attack, not once but twice. It took a knifing run by Logan Barnhill to get it into the end zone.
We have a lost
Yep, time of possession and take advantage of turnovers. Those are the 2 biggest things.
in the booth.
Back deep for the Raiders, number 5, Nayoda Pooney.
To the press box.
Can't quite make out the return man on the far side. I believe that's Jackson Stone to receive the kick
12.
of Colin Gregg. Important, this Raider team scored points in every phase of the game. The first 2 games they've played, special teams as well. They've returned punts and kickoffs for touchdowns. Very important for the Spartans to cover this and continue to win the field position part of this game. Colin Gregg's boot is away, angled to the sideline, near sideline, goes out of bounds at around the 5-yard line. Flag comes in on that.
That is a penalty.
Where do they get the ball there on kickoff out of bounds? 35?
Depends on what whether the coach takes the penalty. I've seen some coaches defer and make them re-kick it.
Looks like they're re-kicking.
And it looks like they're going to make him re-kick it. This is a problem that Colin Gregg had 2 weeks ago in the opening game. 3 or 4 kickoffs out of bounds. And I'm not a kicker, so I don't know why that is, what the mechanical flaw may be. Field's almost 50 yards wide. I'm not quite sure why that's such a problem for a soccer player who's supposed to be known for precision kicking.
And Milford will be kicking off from the 35-yard.
So the Raiders head coach Chris Child says, let's re-kick this and see if the Milford Spartans senior captain kicker can put it in play. Ball to be kicked off from the Spartan 35-yard line.
Lebanon has 2 quick-looking returners, so...
Here comes Gregg's kick. He puts his foot into it. Looks like it's dead center, and it's a great end-over-end kick. Jackson Stone fields it at the goal line. Lot of room to run. Got to be sure tackling here. He's breaking free, switching fields, and he's got a lot of room on that far sideline. Tripped up at about the 25-yard line by number 6. I believe that's Trice Cody.
Yep.
Trice Cody with a shoestring tackle to save what could have been a huge run by Jackson Stone. Greg, something to watch the rest of this night as the Spartans and Raiders play is the Raiders' ability to score pretty much in all phases of the game, including special teams.
Correct. They look like they have a couple game breakers back there. So
here come the Raiders' 3rd possession of the game. They will start on their 26-yard line, 1st and 10.
they're not even adjusting.
Stone gives to the motion man who's turning the corner to the right side. He's got a lot of room to run. The whole sideline is available to him. One move, one man to meet, can't do it. He's tackled on the sideline. That is C.J. Childs, who made that end-around run. Tackled out about the 50-yard line. Nice gain on 1st down for the Raiders. And just like that, they move the ball, 1st down, and about to cross into Spartan territory.
Yeah, they're explosive, and they are quick.
The real question is whether the Spartan linebackers can stay unengaged at the second level, so they can be be in on the tackles. They get occupied with the linemen, and we've got a problem. Stone, keeper, right side, still upright, still running. He's got one man to beat, does so. He's going down the sideline. He's got now one man to beat. Cody tries to top him, unable to do so. 50-yard touchdown run by the quarterback for the Raiders, Jackson Stone. Just like that, with a minute to play in the first quarter, 7-6.
Yeah, they lost contain, and quarterback's got some jets.
Saw some really poor tackling efforts out there, too. Nobody broke down and tried a form tackle. They were reaching and grabbing. It's not going to happen with a big quarterback like Jackson Stone.
Yeah, they shot the gaps and burned them.
Place kicker for the Raiders, number 82, that's Tanner Ames, out of the hold of Jackson Stone. It is up, and it is no good. No good. Special teams might play an important part of this game in any number of different ways, in addition to the explosive nature of the Raider runners. Got to convert your PATs as well. 7-6 is your score. I think it's fair to say we're probably not going to see the 77 points that the Raiders put up, by either team, by the way, that the Raiders put up against the Hollis Brookline Cavaliers a week ago.
I think if I was coach, I would want to focus on eating up some clock, getting a couple first downs, and turn this thing around.
Tanner Ames set to tee it up for the Raiders, kicking off from his 40-yard line. Spartan return team has not yet taken the field. Associate head coach Rick Erda talking to his troops as they now head out. Back deep for the Spartans are the co-captains Logan Barnhill and Caden Zielinski. They'll be joined by Trice Cody. Tanner Ames measuring up the kickoff here with about just under a minute to play here in the first quarter. There's a penalty on the play. Looks like it was probably offsides by the kicking team.
And there is a flag on the kickoff.
The kicker, Tanner Ames, kind of had a little bit of a head fake there as he started to build up his head of steam for that kickoff. May have thrown the timing off of the kickoff coverage team.
Preliminary call is a legal procedure offside.
A 5-yard penalty, and the Raiders will kick off from their 35-yard line.
5-yard penalty moves the kickoff back to the 35-yard line.
Again, winning field position, one of the keys to the game for the Milford Spartans. Opportunity here following that penalty. Ames kickoff, low, squibber, fielded by, I believe that's Zielinski. Barnhill. Barnhill's got some room on this right side. He's tripped up by number 35. That's C.J. Childs.
Ethan
Price.
Nice tackle.
Decent field position again to start this next drive for the Milford Spartans. Ball will be spotted at the Spartan 38. First down and 10. At the 50-second mark of the first quarter. What had been a very quick-moving first quarter, all of a sudden kind of slowed down with the scoring. And
yep, we stalled a little bit here.
Yep. Penalties slow that clock down as well. Here come the Milford Spartans on their next possession of the game. Split formation. Wide right is Cody. Snap is to Zielinski. He keeps it. Little wildcat look there by the Spartans. Faked the handoff to the quarterback, who was kind of in a wing position to the right, and Zielinski dove forward for a short gain, maybe 2. Yep. Brings up a 2nd and 8 from the Spartan 40-yard line.
Nice play by 74 Sebastian Yates on that play.
8 from their own 40-yard line.
Hey, how is Keegan doing?
Just looking at the size of the defensive line of the Raiders, they've got some size. They've got some big boys up front.
They do.
Trying to pound the ball up the middle may not be the best course of action for Keith Jones and the Milford Spartans. Another wildcat look here with Zielinski in the backfield. He takes the direct snap. Again, a short gain, 1, maybe 2, off tackle to the left. Third down, looks like 7, maybe 8. depending on the spot.
Tackle by Jackson Stone, the QB1, coming and making a play. I like quarterbacks that play both ways.
That is the end of the first quarter of play here at Spartan Stadium. The Milford Spartans are on top. 7-6 is your score here on the various platforms of Granite Town Media. We're going to step aside, bring it back for the second quarter of play.
It is the end of the first quarter. With the score, Milford 7, Lebanon 6.
And welcome back on Granite Town Media. Second quarter here at Spartan Stadium. Spartans have 3rd and 6 from their 43-yard line. Erda back behind center now with Cloutier to his right. Erda looking to pass down the field, connecting with Trice Cody. First down for the Milford Spartans. He's brought down at the Raider 40-yard line. Milford Spartans showing a little different look on offense.
Lebanon packing nine people basically in the box, and they went up top. And nice play by number 20, Sawyer Ballou. He's sophomore.
Something you and I talked about at this level of football, a lot of 6-man fronts, 6, 7, 8 men in the box.
Yep.
He got a look with 9 men in the box and decided to capitalize on it.
Yep. They're taking it away, so coach got to adjust here.
I formation by the Spartans again. Erda under center. Harris Jones switching from the right to the left again. Erda keeps the ball being dragged down. Pitches to Barnhill. Gets it out just as he's hit. Short gain on the play as Barnhill's run out of bounds along the Spartan sideline. Met there by Sawyer Bolio once again.
Yep, Naote Pooney on the tackle also.
Short gain, 2-3-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7.
Ball is at the Spartan Raider 37-yard line.
That play didn't look that great, but you get 3 yards out of that.
A lot of penetration from that left side of the Raider defensive line.
I saw that pitch. I was thinking that's going to end up in the grass or the clover, as you said.
A lot of clover in our grass here at Milford Football Stadium. Here come the Spartans, 2nd down and 7. Continuing with the different look, power eye, formation. The give is to Zielinski. Zielinski powering ahead. 8, maybe an 8-yard gain. Unclear from here, from this vantage point, if he got the first down.
Connor
Looks
Brown
like
on the tackle there, and boy, they packed it in there, but they hit the hole.
That is a first down for the Milford Spartans. Nice, rugged run by Caden Zielinski, the 245-pound running back for the Spartans, looking pretty nimble, picking his way through the line.
From the Raiders' 30-yard line.
That's big back. Nice run.
Spartans with a nice little drive here to open the second half.
Now they got to make him loosen up and adjust here.
Nobody in the backfield for the Milford Spartans. Zielinski in motion. The give is to Zielinski. A lot of penetration by the left side of that Raider line again. Stopped for no gain. Maybe lost a half a yard, maybe 2.
Yep, tried a little misdirection. 77 Cameron Davio and on the tackle. Nice hit. They're bringing in an extra tight end in there also. 72 has been coming in for Milford as an extra jumbo.
As a declared eligible.
Yeah. Ethan O'Connor, senior.
2nd and 11 for the Spartans at the 31.5-yard line of the Raiders. Lots of different looks for this Milford Spartan team. First 2 years I watched them, it was pretty much a traditional flex bone offense We've seen more looks tonight from head coach Keith Jones than I've seen in 2 years.
Yep.
Now we have a full backfield again for the Spartans, a regular look for their flex bone look. Erta keeps the ball rolling to his right. The pass is intended for, looked like it was intended for Barnhill. He couldn't come up with it. Contact at the pass, but no flag from the officials. So that'll bring up a third down.
He was running for his life there.
Now that looked like me playing quarterback, all right?
That was pretty much
1987,
Yep.
please, 86. I think I just threw our entire offensive line under the bus with that comment, though, Greg.
That's okay.
They're not listening anyway.
No.
Third and 11 for the Milford Spartans from the 31.5-yard line. Cody split to the far left for the Spartans.
9 in the box.
Erta dropping back. Looking for Cody down the left side, overthrew his receiver. Looked like Cody pulled up a little bit. Not sure if he tweaked a hammy or something, but if he had kept going, he probably had a chance he could have had a chance at that ball.
Yep. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to expose the slower defensive backs.
So at the 31-yard line, head coach Keith Jones sending his quarterback out there. He has a kicker that definitely has the range for this, but not sure if you want to send him out just yet.
That's a 46-yard field goal. That's a big boy field goal.
If needed, I think he can do it. I've seen him do it in practice. But here comes the Milford Spartan offense. Erta set behind center. Shotgun formation. Whistle. Timeout is called first before the play by the Milford Spartans. So with timeout on the field, 9:41 is your scores. Is your time. 7-6 is your score. Here on Granite Town Media, we're going to step aside. We'll bring it back for 4th down and 11.
Travels to Wolfboro to play Kingswood Regional. Game time is at noon, followed by the JV game at 1:30 p.m. On Monday, the varsity field hockey team hosts John Stark at the Jock School. Please note the change in start time. It is now 5:15 p.m. The volleyball teams travel Monday to Plymouth to face the Bobcats. The JV match is at 4:30 p.m., followed by the varsity. On Tuesday, the golf team hosts a 4-team match at 3 p.m. at the Amherst Country Club. And the varsity girls soccer team.
And we're back here on Granite Town Media. Kevin St. Ange along with Greg McDonough. 9:41 remaining in the second quarter of play. 4th and 11. The ball is spotted at the Spartan 31.5-yard line. Greg, punt?
I would
run a play?
I would punt. I would kick it right in the corner and play defense.
Spartans have lined up to as though they're going to run a play. We'll see what they do. Logan Barnhill in motion. Quick pass out to Cody is incomplete. Head coach Keith Jones looking to dial something up maybe a little different. That was not going to get it done. Even if he caught the ball in the flat there, he was not getting the first down if there was a sure-handed tackle by the Raiders. That means the Spartans turn it over on downs, and here come the Raiders. They take the over 1st and 10 from their 31-yard line.
Got to hold them here.
Congratulations to the varsity girls soccer team on today's 6-0 win.
Raiders showing a little spread look to themselves. Basically a double slot formation. Zielinski, middle linebacker, he's looking to stick somebody, and C.J. Childs switched his field, started to go to the left, met by the host of Spartan defenders. He switched fields, came back to the right side. Nice little gain, 6-yard gain, 7-yard gain by C.J. Childs.
Trice Cole actually prevented that. That was going to the house. Nice play.
Left cornerback for the Spartans, Trice Cody.
Gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Kept Childs to a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. Here come the Raiders. Again, spread formation. In motion goes Childs. Stone keeps the ball. He goes off tackle to the right side, still on his feet, not brought down yet. Host of Spartan tacklers bring him down just shy of the 50-yard line, but not before Jackson Stone picks up a Raider first down.
Starting to break him down a little bit. Kilgore, you don't want your defensive tackle, defensive end making a tackle 12 yards downfield.
First and 10, Lebanon.
There was no question coming into this game that the Raiders were going to move the ball on the ground. The question is whether they were going to do it in chunk plays like that one or whether the Spartan defensive line would be able to bottle them up a little bit. And so far, we've got a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm. Starting to break them down a little bit. Got a hold here.
Spread formation again for the Raiders. Stone keeps it himself right up the middle. There's a flag on the play, but he's still going strong on that far left sideline, and he has one man to beat, Cody. Cody brings him down. Sure-handed tackle by Trice Cody. But hold on. Let's see. There's a preliminary indication as a hold on the play.
That is coming
That may bring it back.
Is holding against the Raiders.
Spartans dodge a bullet on that one. Jackson Stone basically reading the center of the Spartan defense, and that when that linebacker vacates, he just keeps the ball and takes it right up the center.
Yeah, he's quick.
And the penalty is holding against the Raiders.
Yep. And Ben Kilgore coming off. You mentioned the lack of depth.
Tri-captain Ben Kilgore, big man for the Spartans.
64, Braden Mellon just checking the game at defensive tackle for him.
So we'll replay first down, but not before we march off the penalty.
The ball back to the
ball is spotted on the Raider 39-yard line. First and 20 for Lebanon. Head coach Chris Childs sticking with this spread formation again. The give is before the give, there was a flag.
On the play.
The give was going to be to Cole Shambo. Dead ball foul, however.
Legal
procedure penalty against the Raiders. That's going to move the ball back again.
What they used to call first and 25, first in the bus ride?
First in a bus ride?
Right.
First in a bus ticket.
That gives the Raiders a first and 25.
You know, when we came into this game, we thought the Raiders were going to move the sticks, but we thought they were going to move all three sticks. This series, they've only moved the down marker 3 times, and it's gone the wrong way. I'm sure head coach Chris Childs would like to change that on this play.
Senior captain Ben Kilgore checked back in, so that's good. He's not dinged up.
Commitment to this this spread formation again. Stone back to pass, looking to unload. Flush from the pocket, rolling now to his left, and he's off to the races. Caden Zielinski, though, falls down and stops him on the fall. He was slipping, was able to still bring down the Raider quarterback.
What was that, about 10 yards?
About a 10, 11-yard gain. We'll see where they actually spot it. It is spotted at the 44-yard line of the Raiders. Second down and 14, maybe 15.
They had a little
Scoreboard
pressure.
says 15, so we go with that.
Okay. They had a little pressure and then lost contain.
Second and 15.
You can almost just throw that up.
They've got everybody on the line.
Stone back to pass, avoids the rush, fires downfield, wide open is Childs. Childs dives for it, unable to come up with the catch. Wide open, though, running free in the secondary, primarily because the Spartans put 10 men in the box on the line. Only Trice Cody was back a little bit deeper.
Yep.
Spartans almost paid the price for that defensive call. They sold out on the line of scrimmage. That brings up a third down and 15, though.
He had Cody and Lima were there. He wasn't that open. Good ball had him, though.
The chess match between these two head coaches, they seem to like each other. I saw them talking a little bit before the game. Keith Jones, Chris Childs. Great chess match playing out here at Spartan Stadium tonight.
They're not even trying.
Whistle on the field. Timeout by the Spartans before that play. Big play coming up for the Spartans if they can hold on third down here. So with third and 15, the 6:43 mark, 7-6 is your score. We're going to step aside here on Granite Town Media.
Will be held on October 1st as Milford hosts Bow High School. Donors can go to the New Hampshire Food Bank website at nhfoodbank.org to donate at any time. Thank you.
Okay, Coach Greg McDonough, put your defensive coordinator hat on here. 3rd and 15, 6:43 mark of the second quarter with a 1-point lead. What are you dialing up?
I would just really try to contain the quarterback. He's killing you back there right now.
Quarterback back to throws it along the left-hand side. Peyote was way beyond Cody. That pass was intended for Neoti Pooney. Excuse me, got the name wrong. Neoti Pooney. Incomplete. That brings up 4th down and 15. Wide open, though. He definitely broke away in the secondary.
He was. You know, they held. They're going to get the ball back. Less a turnover, so all good.
This is a team that scored points on special teams with, several times against the Hollis Brookline Cavaliers. Be interesting to see if they do punt. Trick play here. I would expect. This is an opportunity for potential trick play. Confusion on the special teams.
That's Jackson.
And we have a flag on the play. Maybe a procedure penalty coming here.
That's QB1 back there punting too, right? I believe.
There is a dead ball penalty for an illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution by the Raiders moves the ball back a little bit further. Probably not what head coach Chris Childs was looking for here.
It's now 4th and 20.
Raiders set to punt. They do, end-over-end kick, not fielded, goes over the head of Logan Barnhill. He gets away from it at about his 16-yard line, where the Spartans will take over 1st and 10 at their 16-yard line. Nice end-over-end kick that just carried over the receiver's, the kickoff return man. I'm sorry, the punt return man's head.
You want Seabass still in? Well, then you better pull him. He's out.
That's tough. That cost them about 10 yards. But that ball did kind of take
carried.
off.
Yeah, it's a weird weather night here. It's a heavy, humid, 60-something degree day or evening here in Milford.
He hasn't really done anything.
Pace of play has absolutely stalled to a crawl here in the second quarter after a very quick-moving first quarter.
Milford could certainly use a nice drive and chew up some clock here.
Erda under center. Erda keeps it, looks to his left, but he is tackled for a significant loss. Erda had nobody downfield, and big number 72, Jonathan Islander, gets in there. 70?
77, Cameron Davio, I believe.
Davio in on the tackle. Big loss for the Spartans.
For the Raiders.
Another couple yards, and that's a touchback.
Safety.
Safety. It's been a long layoff for me too, Greg. We didn't have a whole lot of football last season.
It'll be 2nd and 20.
Well, this is a new sport for me. I've done this for girls soccer a few times. It's a little different.
5:45 of the second quarter. Spartans are in the shadow of their goalpost. Ball spotted on looks like about the 3-yard line.
Coming our way.
The give is to looks like Barnhill. Barnhill. He went in motion and then took the handoff from Erda.
Yep.
Good little gain. Good little gain.
Pooney on the tackle, pushed him out of bounds.
That'll bring up a 3rd and about 15.
He's a good-looking player, number 5.
Fast.
Yeah.
Super fast, super quick. Spartans could use a big play here, if for no other reason than to shift the field position a little bit. A lot of time here in the second quarter.
3rd and 15.
Looks like Cody split wide to the right. I think that's Cloutier in the backfield with Erda. Erda rolling to his right, passing downfield intended for Zielinski. Zielinski catches it, stumbles and bumbles, but not before he gets the first down.
Big play.
Kind of an over-the-shoulder catch by the senior, Caden Zielinski.
Caden Zielinski receiving that pass.
He made a tackle falling down on defense, and he made that catch and stumbled forward falling down on offense. That's exactly the kind of big play the Spartans were looking for to get out of the hole they were in. 1st and 10, ball now at the Spartan 26.5-yard line.
And most of all, we keep the ball.
Lebanon cannot score if they don't possess the ball.
Very true.
Erda, back to pass, flush from the pocket, rolling to his left. He's going to keep it, running for the sideline, gets pushed out at the sticks. Depends on where the spot is. Jackson Stone, the other team's quarterback, shoves out Charlie Erda, but it looks like he got the first down at the 43-yard line. Milford Spartan first down. Whistles on the field. Are we seeing any flags?
Yeah, you know,
Nope.
the receiver got hit downfield, about 15 yards downfield. I was surprised I didn't see a flag there.
And
Lebanon will take a timeout here at the 4:45 mark. 7-6 is still your score. We're going to step aside. We'll be back for the remaining 4:45 of the second quarter.
It is 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
Back at Spartan Stadium, the Milford Spartans looking to move the ball here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from their 37-yard line. The give is to Zielinski. He turns the corner on the left side. Short gain for Zielinski. He's the motion man and timing that snap with when he's coming near the quarterback. A lot of precision on that play, Greg.
Yep.
1 yard gain, however, that'll bring up a second down and 9.
I think on the tackle was Jackson Stone. He's all over the place. Quarterback, punter,
Safety, linebacker.
Yeah, he looks more like a backer than a safety. Good player.
Trice Cody split far to the left. Erda under center.
9 in the box.
Erda straight ahead.
Chuck Erda on the keeper up the middle.
This flexbone offense, traditionally run by Milford, puts a premium on the intelligence of the quarterback to read the defense. It's a triple threat option. It's a triple threat type of an offense. Give to the dive back, keep it, pitch to the second man through the hole.
Now you told me a little history with the Erda family. How many?
Four Erda brothers have played quarterback. Charlie Erda is the fourth.
That's great.
And we're told the final Erda to play quarterback here at Milford. He's got 2 years, though, this season and next season, barring injury. Little bunch formation to the right side. Erda, actually a wildcat with Zielinski directly behind him. The give is the ball is kept by Zielinski, but he's met on the right side in the hole by
C.J. Child.
C.J. Child, another good ball player for the Raiders.
Yeah, they have some impressive players here. He's a senior, running back, middle backer.
Kind of a conservative approach on that series of downs, though, Greg. Brings up 4th and 6.
You know, the biggest thing there is they got a couple first downs and kept the ball away from that explosive offense, in my opinion.
Ran some clock. Here we're in a punting situation, though, with the Spartans quarterback, now punter, Charlie Erda, back for the Spartans.
I would also try to keep the ball away from the returner.
Erda steps into it. High punt, not terribly long. Not going to be fielded. Takes a Raider bounce at the 35-yard line, and it'll be tapped down, tapped dead at about the 34. Where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 with 2:24 remaining here in this second quarter of play.
72 Ethan O'Connor down that punt for Milford.
Ball is spotted at the 35-yard line.
Raiders will take over 1st down and 10.
Here comes the Spartan defense. They were kind of exposed a little bit with that spread offense that the Raiders showed early in the quarter.
Yep. Broke down a bit.
This is a Spartan defense that historically has had trouble with the spread offense. Sauhegan, when they come in here, has a spread offense typically. Hollisbrook line as well. Jackson Stone back to pass, rolls to his right, now steps to his left. Little screen pass to the running back. I believe that's Childs, and he is pushed out of bounds at about the Spartan 38-yard line.
Yeah, Cade Cloutier in the tackle, but They contained him, and then they threw the outlet running back, and
Cole Shambo, number 22, picked up the yardage for the Raiders, moves the sticks at the 2:14 mark. Raider first down at the Spartan 38-yard line.
The game was to the Spartan 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
Stone under center. The pitch is to the back. I believe that's Shambo again. Oh, Childs. Childs is ridden down, but not before he gains 8, maybe 9 yards.
Yep.
Possibly a first down. Looks like the officials are signaling for a first down. So nice 10.5-yard run.
yep, Michael Lima on the tackle gets up a little dinged up.
And here are the Raiders moving the ball with relative ease against this Spartan defense. One of the things we haven't talked about, as you mentioned earlier, was depth. Fatigue may be a factor for this Spartan defense.
Breaking them down a bit here.
Bunch formation to the left side. Jackson, he takes it, going to the left. Flushed hard to the left. Turns the corner, picks up 6, maybe 7.
Just missed the play in the backfield.
Lebanon has called time.
Vernon LeClaire had a chance to get Jackson Stone in the backfield, wasn't able to bring him down, and then Stone was able to turn it into an 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain for the Raiders. Timeout on the field. We're going to step aside at the 1:37 mark of the second quarter. Second and 3 for the Raiders. Nice little drive going here for head coach Chris Childs. Stone takes the snap, looking to turn the corner on the right side.
There we go, nice contain. Caleb Francoeur on the tackle. Way to hold the edge.
Stone unable to turn the corner. It looks like he lost a yard on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 6, 5.5, 6 for the Raiders.
That play had trouble written all over it. It was great they set the edge.
22-yard line, 3rd and 5.
Stone in the shotgun formation. Childs in motion. Moving forward before the snap. Stone's pass is intended for Childs. Looks like it was almost intercepted by Erda in his hands, but he dropped it just as he came down with it. Looked like he would have come down with it in the end zone. As it is, though, it brings up a 4th down, 4th and 5.
I would imagine they're going to go for it here. I don't see a kicker coming in.
No. Ball's at the Spartan 23-yard line, 22.5-yard line.
Yes.
Oh, they are going to kick it.
Stone is the placeholder, counting the Raider players, making sure they don't have another procedure penalty here. I believe we have Tanner Ames is the kicker for the Raiders.
Quarterback is the holder.
Spot the ball. The ball is down, and it is kicked into the line where it will be recovered on the rebound by the Spartans. Turnover on downs anyway. And so the field goal attempt is no good at the 46-second mark of the first half of play. The score remains 7-6. Spartans take over.
29-yard line.
I think that kick almost hit the long snapper right in the butt.
I think it did, actually. Yep. They're going to have a conversation about that at halftime.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, we have confirmation.
We have confirmation from Granite Town Media's own executive producer, Chris Gentry, as one who's probably had that happen to him on a few occasions when playing football.
No comment.
He says no comment, so I take that as verification. Here come the Spartans. Greg, I'm assuming as a coach, you'd probably tell your team to kneel on this and take it into halftime with a 1-point lead?
Absolutely.
That's not what head coach Jones does. The flip is to Barnhill. Barnhill comes to the left side, and he's upended by number 22. That is Cole Shambo. Clock is running after that 3-yard carry by the Spartans.
Ball is on the Spartan.
Clock will run out probably before they get off another play. And we're going to end this first half of play here on Granite Town Media's first game of the season with Chris Gentry at the helm. 7-6 is your score. Milford Spartans on top by 1. They're in the huddle. They are breaking the huddle. We'll see if they even snap it before this clock expires. Erda under center. Nobody in the backfield. Dive back. Give right up the middle. Short gain for the Spartans. There's the halftime gun. So we're going to take it into halftime. 7-6 is your score here on Granite Town Media. Stay tuned for the Milford Spartan Marching Band. And after that, we're going to meet the captains of the Milford Spartan girls volleyball team. Talking volleyball here at Milford Stadium. Special edition of the Spartan Spotlight. We're spotlighting volleyball Spartans tonight. Tri-captains, 3 seniors. What do we got here? Introduce yourself. I want to start with this.
It's Gretchen. I am an outside hitter. I'm Stella Crosby. I'm the libero. I'm Maddie Murphy. I'm the senior.
Tell us about
center.
Senior in a center.
Yes, I am.
Well, you can go. That's all right. We have a lot going on here at Spartan Stadium. We're happy to be with the 3 seniors here on the Spartan volleyball team. Tell us about your season so far.
So right now we actually have a lot of younger girls, which is really good for our team. They bring a lot of new talent, and it's really important for us as seniors to kind of leave a legacy for the Milford volleyball team. Yeah, and we're definitely going to be leaving a legacy. There's 6 seniors that are going to be leaving this year, so it's really exciting to have that older generation, and we're going to hopefully leave a good team for future years to come.
Talk to us a little bit about your head coach,
She's wonderful. It's definitely a different change, but we're all getting used to it. We're all loving it so much, and we're really excited with the atmosphere she's got with us.
Current record.
Right now we are 2-2.
2-2, 2 wins, 2 losses. Yep. When do you play next? Who do you play?
We play on Monday and somebody at 7.
When's the next time you play here at home, if you know?
Wednesday against St. Thomas.
So Wednesday night, you can come on out, Milford High School Gymnasium. These Milford Spartans will be taking on Plymouth. Game time is 5:45 next Wednesday here at Milford High School. I'm Kevin St. Andre on Granite Town Media, a special edition of the Spartan Spotlight. We're going to try to get other Spartan teams out here at halftime of the football games, and we're going to come to you guys at some point this season. Hopefully, you can be on my knee. I got to work with my butt. Offset and spike, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a deal?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck with the season. Cheer on the Spartan Marching Band.
Definitely go Milford.
The Spartans will receive the kickoff for the second half and will defend the north goal line.
Second half ready to unfold here at Spartan Field. Probably exactly the way head coach Keith Jones drew this game up. Coming in against a team that scored 60-plus points 2 games in a row, he's held them to 6.
Not bad. This team is definitely explosive, and they've done a good job containing him. They were starting to break down, midway through the second quarter, but
Fatigue maybe, Greg? What do you think?
clearly, and lack of depth seemed to be showing up a little bit too. Let's see if they can regroup and hold them.
The chess match that's been going on between these two head coaches has been interesting. Once the Raiders spread their offense out a little bit, it opened the running lanes, particularly for Jackson Stone, a little bit of Cole Shambo in there as well. Haven't seen a lot of Nioti Puni on the offensive side, but special teams have been good for him as well.
Correct.
Spartans deferred to receive the kickoff in the second half. Back deep is Logan Barnhill, Caden Zielinski, and Trice Cody to receive the kick of Tanner Ames. Hasn't gotten it deep very often tonight. A couple of kickoffs that he's had. We'll see what the senior can do in this kickoff. And we are underway here in the second half of play. Short kick
danger.
is going to bounce, fielded by Barnhill. He has to fall on it, though, because he can't pick it up. Once it hits the ground, it's got danger written all over it, doesn't it, Greg?
That is almost one you want to take a fair catch on with the upbacks.
Given the short nature of his kicks, if the Spartans have the opportunity to kick return a few more tonight, they're going to have to move those deep backs up 10 yards anyway, because Ames doesn't seem to have the ability to get it down there. In any event, the Spartans are taking to start the second half of play. 1st and 10 from the Spartan 24-yard line. Spotted on the near hash mark. Cody splits wide to the left. Cloutier behind Erda. Erda pitches to Barnhill, who turns the corner on the left side. Nice gain by Barnhill. He strung the play got strung out, but he was able to move it up with the ball downfield. A nice 5-yard gain by the senior running back.
Yeah, they held the edge.
Excuse me, make that a 9-yard gain.
Gain of about 9 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Spartans.
Lebanon is big up front. I mean, look at 79. 79 is Steve Miller. 77. There's some big kids up there.
So while we talked about the Spartans showing a little bit of fatigue in that second quarter, this big defensive line of the Raiders, they may well fatigue a little bit as well.
They don't look it yet, but you keep getting 9 yards of carry, you getting there.
Ball spotted in the center of the field. Cloutier in motion. He takes the long pitch from Erda, but that play is whistled dead.
He went a little early.
Probably a procedure penalty against the Spartans.
Yep, Cade Cloutier went a little early.
Don't blame him. He wants to get outside as quickly as he can. That's an aggressive penalty. If you're going to take a penalty, that's an aggressive one. Trying to make something.
This is a dead ball foul.
The men in stripes just happened to catch him this time.
Illegal procedure against the Spartans. That'll move it back 5 yards.
That negates a good chunk of the run on first down by Logan Barnhill. 2nd and 6 for the Spartans. Ball is at the Spartan 27-yard line.
They're running the sweep to the
wide side
here
of the field.
Yep.
See if they come back to it or not.
Flagged off.
Looks like they come right back to it. Cloutier nowhere to go. Met hard by 3 Raider defensive linemen.
Big Cloutier on.
Looks like he lost a yard on the play, maybe 2. That'll be 3rd down and 8.
Loss on the play. Moves the ball all the way back.
I think it was 33 back in the tackle again too.
Childs.
Yep, good player.
Almost 25-yard line.
Assuming, I don't know for sure, coach's kid.
Could be.
It'll be 3rd and 9 for the
Smart
Spartans.
player. It's good.
3rd and 9 for the Spartans. Ball just outside the 25-yard line.
2 by 2, 2 by 2.
split formation, a little spread formation by the Spartans. Erda looking to pass. Flush from the pocket, rolling to his left side, still running. Going to be tracked down from behind. Flag on the play. Knocked out of bounds. Second flag coming in. Ooh, we got laundry all over the field, Greg. I think we're going to have two different penalties on this particular play. We're going to have to wait and sort this out.
I think you got a late hit, was a clear one.
Erda got flushed from the pocket. Spartans really don't have a good pass block here. Have not been able to contain the Raiders. Very aggressive pass rush. The officials having a meeting on the far sideline. Three, maybe four flags on the field.
Here is your winning 50-50 ticket number.
They're doing a lot of pointing towards Lebanon.
91290. I repeat, the winning 50-50 ticket number is 991.
While we're waiting to sort this out, Greg, what a difference a year makes. A year ago, 3 regular season games, COVID-shortened season, 9 scheduled games on tap this year for the Milford Spartans, and it's just nice to see everybody back at the field.
It's great to have all fall sports. The way I look at last year, COVID, any team that got any type of season, whether it was 1 game, 5 games, 10 games, it was a bonus.
Here comes the call from the officials. False start on the Spartans.
Okay, the first penalty is an illegal procedure, false start against.
Personal foul against the Raiders is the second call.
One is a personal foul.
Automatic first down for the Spartans. So what had been to this point a relatively penalty-free game, a lot of laundry came out on that particular play. It will be to the Spartans' benefit, but they were moving the sticks in the wrong direction that series as well.
So they went back 5, and now they're going forward 15.
Either way, it'll be a Spartan first down. Ball is spotted at the Spartan 36-yard line, basically centered in the middle of the field.
Of the Spartans, where they now have a first down and 10.
Gives us a chance to regroup here on Granite Town Media. 9:53 in the third quarter. 7-6 is your score. A far cry from the 77 points. The Raiders.
Oh, another flag.
Oh, we have another flag coming in here.
Now another penalty
Unsportsmanlike.
flag.
Unsportsmanlike penalty being assessed against the Raiders. From this position, our vantage point, I'm not sure if it's a player or a coach on the sideline.
I think that came from a player. The back judge didn't like something.
So once we get all of the conversation done, we'll get back to playing football here.
That's 25 yards. Last 2.
It's the best offensive series of the second half for the Spartans. You're early going. Unsportsmanlike conduct's the call. We're not sure who it was on, but that moves the ball into Raider territory. Ball spotted at the Raider 49-yard line. Spartans are in business. Again, field position has been key in this game. Until this point, relatively penalty-free, but on 2 separate plays, penalties have cost the Raiders.
Good drive on the penalties. Got to get that clock running.
You give this coaching staff of the Spartans much time to think about adjustments, not only at halftime, but even in the game, in the flow of the game. This has just given the coaching staff a lot of time to think about what was going wrong.
On the field.
We have more time out on the field as the officials are talking to head coach Chris Childs on the far sideline. Players are still lined up. Spartans are in their huddle. Raiders are lined up on defense. Looks like we're ready to play football once again. 9:53, third quarter. Here come the Spartans on the Raider 49-yard line. Bunch formation, nice and tight. Erda under center. The give is to the tailback. I believe that's Zielinski. We'll get the number when they unpile. Zielinski straight ahead for about a 4-yard, maybe 5-yard gain.
Jackson Stone in on the tackle, came up from free safety.
For the Raiders.
He's played backer, free safety.
5-yard line.
And he's also quarterback.
When things start getting chaotic, head coach Keith Jones goes back to his bread and butter, which is the flex bone offense, and running straight ahead power football, putting hats on hats, and letting his big running back, Caden Zielinski, just take control of the game. We'll see if that continues. Again, a bunch formation for the Spartans. The give is to Barnhill. He's met at the line of scrimmage, falls forward, maybe a yard and a half gain.
You got 9 in the box. It's going to be tough to pack them in because they're bigger than you.
But the clock is running, and with a 1-point lead, head coach Keith Jones has to love that this clock is running.
Yep.
Got to convert on third down though.
Yep, I would probably look something come our way here, a run outside or a sprint option.
Ball is to the far side of midfield, so the wide side is to our near side or the Spartan sideline. Spartans had started to show a little bit of a spread offense of their own. Looks like now they've gone back to their traditional flex bone. Trice Cody split to the right. Zielinski switches side, left to right. Cloutier in the fullback position. The give is to Cloutier. He's also met at the line of scrimmage. Pushes forward, though. Not sure if he's going to get the first down. It'll be close. Second effort, and it depends on the spot.
It's a fourth and one.
4th and 1 inside Raider territory, and the indication is a first down Milford Spartans, and here we have another flag. Lots of conversation going on the field. Another unsportsmanlike penalty against the Raiders.
Someone's got a mouth over there. They got to get him under control. That's as a late hit and talking too much.
16, 17, 18-year-old young men. Coaching staff needs to pull them aside, have a conversation, perhaps call a timeout here, Greg.
Yep.
And establish composure. These are the learning lessons of life, whether it's on a football field or otherwise. Maintain composure. You're only down 1 with 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. Unsportsmanlike penalty is going to cost the Raiders again.
You're in a dogfight, 7-6 game. You can't get, what's that, a late hit?
Late hit earlier.
And 2 unsportsmanlike conduct. Coach has got to rein that in, or the captain's got to rein that in.
We'll unwind all of this in the post-game, win or lose, when we speak with the coaches. But right now, the best offensive play of this series is the Raider penalty. 1st and 10. Ball is now spotted at the 24-yard line. Bunch formation for the Spartans. The give is to Zielinski. Zielinski just powers ahead. Falls forward maybe half a yard at most.
Justin DiCarlo in on the tackle. We haven't called him yet tonight. He came in from the cornerback position, I believe.
Head coach Keith Jones has looked across the sideline and said, okay, Raiders may be a little bit bigger up front. He's putting his kids in there and saying, let's play ball and bloody our noses a little bit. And he's going nose to nose with the big ball players on the defensive line of the Raiders.
Great game plan. I still think they're going to come to the wide end of the field. Run right here.
This near side is wide, and Erda looking to go. He's tucked in behind Cloutier. Cloutier is trying to set the edge, trying to turn the corner. Can't turn the corner. Drop for a loss is Charlie Erd. He's going to lose about a yard.
Coach's kid, you said C.J. Childs in on the play, coming from the middle backer. Nice play.
That Childs player, he's all over the place. He's playing like a man, not like his namesake. He's playing like a man.
From the Raider 25-yard line.
Loss of half a yard, 3rd and 10.5. Ball is spotted on just outside the 25-yard line of the Raiders. Chris Kostafis wide left for the Spartans. Erda takes the snap, drops back to pass, tries to step up under the coverage. Defensive ends of this Raider defense are just overpowering the outside blockers for the Spartans. Sack on the play, loss on the play. That'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Connor Brown came from the right defensive end and just a jailbreak. Nice play.
Spartans have not had an answer for that pass rush, although they've been putting their quarterback into that situation, obvious passing downs. And head coach Keith Jones doesn't have an answer to that for that pass rush.
Nope. But one positive point, you're starting to see the interior line is starting to get tired on Lebanon. Starting to see a lot of hands on hips, 64, 79. definitely starting to feel a little bit on that with this humidity tonight.
Fourth and a whole bunch. There's going to be a timeout on the field, though, because I don't think the Spartans were able to get organized for this special teams play. So with that timeout on the field, 5:32 remaining in the third quarter, 7-6 is still your score. We'll step aside and bring it back here on Granite Town Media. Fourth and 17 here at the 5:32 mark of the third quarter. Zielinski takes the snap. He's looking to pass the ball intended for Barnhill. Barnhill has defensive players all over him. We got pass interference. Little trickery by head coach Keith Jones. Wildcat offense puts in his big running back, Caden Zielinski, to take the snap. Looked like he was just going to run it to the sideline and take a knee. Turns around and throws it to his left to his senior co-captain, Logan Barnhill. Probably wouldn't have gotten the first down anyway, but it looks like the Raiders were all over Barnhill.
Yeah, undisciplined. Lebanon has been their own worst enemy in this drive.
Let me turn my microphone down a little bit on that, Greg. Sorry, didn't mean to be yelling at you.
Yeah, you're coming in a little hot.
A little hot. Turn my mic up a little too loud coming out of that timeout. But we have laundry on the field. We're going to get it sorted out. Looks like pass interference against the Raiders. Yes, it is. And once again, the best offensive play for the Spartans on this series, the penalty against the Raiders.
That's 55 yards, I believe.
Of penalties.
Yep.
Officials are still talking, sorting this out. Head coach Keith Jones asking for the official in the white hat, the referee, to come on over and talk to him. Here's the call now, pass interference, defense.
Still fourth down.
Different spot, though. And if head coach Keith Jones was willing to gamble on fourth down before, they're bringing it back to the original line of scrimmage and then marching it off. That brings up down now fourth and short. Completely different complexion than 4th and 17, Greg.
4th and 1. Again, the big boys in the middle for Lebanon. We're looking a little worn down here. So you might be able to get a push.
Spartans have a really good kicker in Colin Gregg. Senior Colin Gregg has made it from this distance several times. But on 4th and short with a big running back in Caden Zielinski, solid running back in Logan Barnhill, number 2 running back in the division, actually. Head coach Keith Jones is lining up to go for it. Here come the Spartans, bunch formation, Arda under center. Movement along the offensive line. That looks like to be against the Spartans. That'll change things once again. This will be known as the penalty drive for both teams. Inopportune time for the Spartans to pick up that penalty. Had been disciplined to this point, but that's why you play the game, Greg, right?
That's a tough one. That's a big penalty. Difference between 4th and 6 versus 4th and 1. That's a different playbook right there.
Spartans look like they're going for it anyway, deep in Raider territory. Again, my question for head coach Keith Jones, win or lose, will be why not send the place kicker out there and put 3 points on the board? Here come the Spartans. 4th and 6 on the penalty drive. Let's see what we have here. Confusion in the backfield. Erda and Jones talking. Erda takes the snap, high snap. Looks to pass, passes away, pass is caught. Cody.
6.
Cody in the end zone, walks in, crossing pattern by Trice Cody. Ball was a wobbly pass by Charlie Erda. Doesn't matter how it looks because it goes on the board for 6. Milford Spartans up 13-6. 4th and 6.
Wow.
Twice, 3 times Coach Jones goes for it on 4th down. A couple of penalties later. Connection from Charlie Erda to Trice Cody. Touchdown, Milford.
Nice route.
Cody, your place kick holder. Colin Gregg attempting the point after touchdown. Here comes the snap, the placement, the kick is up, and it looks good from our vantage point. It is 14-6 is your score here at the 4:23 mark of the 3rd quarter. Milford Spartans on top, looking to remain atop New Hampshire's Division II West Conference with a win here tonight. They'd move to 3-0. A lot of work to be done before we can say that, though.
A lot of time left on that clock.
We're going to step aside just for a moment as we line up for the Spartan kickoff. Welcome back to GTM's coverage of Milford Spartan football. I'm Kevin St. Onge, the voice of Milford Spartan football on GTM, joined tonight by my friend and former teammate Greg McDonough. Milford Spartans on top 14-6, 4:23 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Spartan senior Colin Gregg set to kick off for the Spartans. He's had difficulty keeping it in bounds, but no problem this time. Fumbled by Niedu Puni, who's switching fields, far side, right side. Look at him run. This kid has legs, speed to burn.
That kid is a weapon.
Flag on the play. No, thought we saw a flag. I think it was just a kicking tee.
The kicking tee looked like a flag to me, too.
It did. It was yellow. Here come the Raiders. They're going to start 1st down and 10 from their 29-yard line. They've been able to move the ball really since the midway point of the 2nd quarter. They went to a spread formation, Greg, and that really changed the complexion of the Spartan defense. Gave up the 6 points in the first half, but so far they've bent but not broken.
Correct.
Tight formation for the Raiders. Stone under center. A lot of movement. Give us to Puni. Puni's up the middle, and he is tracked down by Charlie Erda. Looked like he was gone. I was about to call it, touchdown for Naodi Puni, but wow, what a run up the middle.
He's a weapon. He has not had the ball enough.
Nice tackle from behind by Charlie Erda to save the touchdown, truthfully.
Where it'll be 1st and 10.
So the Raiders flop the field, and they come out of their huddle pretty quickly, looking to change the pace of play a little bit here, perhaps. Stone under center, a lot of movement on the line, no flag. There goes Childs, far sideline, where he's met by a host of Spartan defenders. Still no whistle on the play. A lot of movement on that offensive line, wasn't there?
Yep.
Why no flag there, guys? Offensive lineman standing up before the snap usually draws a flag. No flag on that particular play.
The gain was to the Spartans.
2nd down and 4, maybe 5.
It'll be 2nd and 4.
Lots of substitution attempts by the Spartans. Couldn't get the player in on time. Stone gives to Puni. Puni up the middle again. Turns the corner. He's free, and he is not brought down yet. One man to beat. Doesn't beat him. Brought down from behind by, looks like Caleb Francoeur. Raiders are looking to run a little bit of a hurry up. Again, change of pace of play.
Yep.
The spread formation didn't really find its way home, but this change of pace of play is having its intended effect as the Spartans are just now getting on sides.
1st and goal for the Raiders.
Stone under center. Raiders marching. The give, I believe, is to Childs. He skips one man and is brought down by Zielinski.
You had Harris Jones also in the tackle
Childs
there.
on the carry.
They're breaking him down here. You got to hold.
On the tackle.
Second and goal. The ball is spotted at the Spartan. Looks like they're
Is just inside the 6-yard line. It'll be second and
6-yard
goal
line.
for the Raiders.
Stone to Shambo. Shambo ducks in behind his offensive line, but he's met by big number 69, Ben Kilgore. Stuffed by the Spartan left defensive line.
Nice play.
Zelensky on the tackle.
Pace of play definitely picked up here by the Raiders. Third down.
Game was to the 4-yard line. It'll be third and
Shambo gets forward progress to the 4-yard line. Third and goal for the Raiders. Stone under center. The give is to Childs. Childs is in. Looks like he's in. Yes, he is. Touchdown, Lebanon Raiders. We have a new ball game here, Greg.
Yep. See if they go for 2 here. They're lining up quick.
Raiders really changed the pace of play on that drive.
Well, we just had the penalty drive. Now we just had the Naoti Pooney drive.
On the play.
No, they're not.
Something on the field, but it's not. It looks like a flag, but it's not. Stone rolling to his right, has Shambo open, throw to the back of the end zone, intended for, I believe, Pooney, but deflected, I believe, by Cody. So the Spartans defend the 2-point conversion attempt and maintain their 2-point lead. 14-12 is your score. Boy, a little shift in momentum here. After that penalty drive, that change in momentum really attributable to the pace of play that the Raider offense picked up.
Yep. They kept it on the ground. Again, that was the impressive drive. You got to hold them. You got to have a good drive here. Eat up some clock. Get into the fourth quarter and see what happens.
We're going to step aside for just a moment while the teams line up for the kickoff.
But it looked like the D held up for a second because of that.
Third quarter, 1:45 to play. Here come the Lebanon Raiders. They are set to kick off. Tanner Ames lining it up back deep for the Spartans. Zelensky, Barnhill, Cody. Barnhill fields this one cleanly for the first time tonight, coming to the near sideline. He's down the sideline and he's met hard by
Tanner Ames.
Looked like
Ethan Price made the tackle there.
Cole Shambo in on the tackle as well. Good field position again for the Spartans. They finally pulled their receivers up 10, 15 yards to field that short kick by Tanner Ames. As strong as this Lebanon Raider team has looked, both on offense with their running game and everything else, that's been a shortcoming of theirs. Is their kickoffs, really short, high kicks. The height is great because it allows their their coverage people to get downfield, but they're giving up a lot of field position.
Personally, I'd almost squib that.
Yeah, exactly. Make it bounce. Power formation. Erta directly under center takes it forward for maybe a half a yard before he's met by the entire Lebanon Raider defensive line.
Chuck Erta on the keeper up the middle.
Half a yard gain at most. 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8.5 maybe.
2nd and 9 for.
Cameron Davio didn't like some on that play. He went over to the ref and I think he was looking for a hold. So let's see if they keep an eye on that. 77.
Just about a minute to play here in the third quarter. 2nd down and 9. The Spartan 46. Bone formation for the Spartans. Erta gives it to the second man through the hole. I believe that's Zelensky. Zelensky moves the pile forward about 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down. believe he crossed midfield. I believe it's on it's on the Raider half or side of the 50-yard line. I'm giving the 49-yard line, actually, Greg.
Yep. C.J. Childs again with a tackle. He's all over the place.
3rd and 4 for the Spartans, near hash mark. Junior quarterback Charlie Erta coming over to talk to his head coach. Going to let the clock run down and expire on this 3rd quarter. I think if you asked head coach Keith Jones before the game, would you take a 14-12 lead into the 4th quarter with the ball on the Raider 49-yard line? I think he would sign up for that.
Absolutely.
And that is the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
So at the close of the 3rd quarter, Milford leads 14-12. We're going to step aside again. Bring it back for the final 12 minutes of play on a fun, exciting Friday night here on Granite Town Media. Milford Spartans have moved the ball into Raider territory on the Raider 49-yard line. But, Greg, this is a huge 3rd down here as we start the 4th quarter of play. Raiders have moved the ball very efficiently on offense.
Big play here.
Cody spread left. Erta rolling to his right, away from the pressure. Can he get rid of it in time? Pass is intended for, is picked off on the sideline. Looks like it's by Jackson Stone. The question is whether he was in bounds. No indication from the officials yet.
He didn't. They're ruling it incompletion, I believe.
If that's the case, it's likely because he stepped out of, he caught it and landed out of bounds.
Is that not our ball?
What happened?
Interception out of bounds, it appears.
Mouths. We got to keep their mouths quiet.
Here comes 4th down and 4. The ball was intercepted by Jackson Stone, but he landed out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Here comes the Spartan offense on 4th down at the 49-yard line.
4th down for the Spartans.
Erta. Back to pass. Again in the pocket. This one also almost intercepted. Threw it into double coverage, Greg.
Yep. You had Connor Brown with the pressure. Hit Erta pretty good on that, on his delivery. They got away with what looked like a turnover.
So the ball turns over on downs to the Raiders at their 49-yard line. Unusual play call there on 4th and 5. I know he's looking for something a little different, change of pace, perhaps, but this is not a throwing team, and he has not. And Coach Jones has not been able to defend those outside rushers of the Raiders. His young quarterback really throwing off his back foot just to try to get rid of the ball.
Yeah. Well, you got to hold him here either way.
Stone under center for the Raiders. The give is to Pooney again, trying to weave his way up the middle. Looks like he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe half a yard gain for Naodi Pooney.
Pooney up the middle for a short gain, tackled by the defensive line.
Looks like Keegan Hatch had that tackle. Way to contain him. He's dangerous.
Part of the game plan for the Raiders, perhaps, not show Pooney in the first half and let his speed kind of take over the second half of the games. That's exactly what's happening. 2nd down and 8 for the Raiders. Stone gives it to Childs, I believe. Childs close to a 1st down, stumbles forward, 7-yard gain, if not a little bit more.
Shambo on the carry for.
My bad, that would be Cole Shambo on the carry, not Childs.
Starting to break down here. You
The gain was to the Spartan.
gotta suck it up and try and keep him out of the end zone.
First and 10 for the Raiders.
Spartan defense needs to find a way to come up with a stop here. Clock continues to run. 2-point lead for the Spartans. 10:53 to play. Shambo moves to the right side, outside of Pooney. Stone, shotgun formation. He comes to the right side as well. He turns it up inside the tackle, steps through the defensive line and gains 8, maybe 9. Let's see the spot here. Could be a first down, just short of a first down. 8-yard gain, 9-yard gain on that play brings up 2nd down and 1.
Second and 1 for the Raiders.
Milford's looking a little tired on defense here.
And these running backs for the Raiders just keep coming at you. 5 running backs in the top 15 in the conference after 2 games. Stone gives it to Childs. Childs off tackle left. Looks like a first down as the ball centers. And will be spotted at the Spartan 26-yard line. First down Raiders.
It'll be first and 10 for the Raiders from the Spartan 26-yard line.
Need a play here.
This is just a socky in the mouth kind of a game here, Greg. Running the ball. Really no deception going on here at all. Although the ball's on the ground this time, Spartans may have gotten a hand on that. We'll see where the officials come in here.
Raiders did recover, but there will be a loss on the play.
Raiders recovered. They've lost a yard and a half on the play, bringing up 2nd down.
Jackson Stone recovered that fumble.
About 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12. Ball is on the Spartan 28-yard line.
Spartans can't count on penalties. They can't count on fumbles. They're going to have to come up with a defensive play and show that they can stop this 5-headed rushing attack of the Lebanon Raiders. Stone, shotgun formation. I believe that's Cole Shambo rather, to his left. Stone keeps it, running behind Shambo. He's brought down by Erda.
That's a big play.
Behind the line of scrimmage,
It'll be a 4th down and looks like about a 10 and a half. Excuse me, 3rd down. 3rd and 11 is the mark.
Only a gain of a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Raiders. Ball is on the Spartan 27-yard line.
You got to watch the field, them running to the open field.
Wide side of the field, near side in front of the Spartan bench.
They got Pooney wide left.
Spread formation here for the Raiders. Jackson, Stone, back to pass. Little flat pass to Childs, brought down by Caden Zielinski. Loss on that play of probably 5 or 6. So big play on 3rd down. Greg, they're all big plays now, aren't they? We're in the 4th quarter, 2-point game. They're all big plays.
Yep. They're getting too cute right here. They had the Spartans on the heels, and they're getting cute, which is fine. But yeah, the huge player.
Steady diet of Naoto Pooney really put the Spartans on their heels, as you said. 4th down and 16. Ball spotted at the Spartan 33, 34-yard line.
That's
a lot of motion here. That's going to be a penalty against the Raiders. A lot of motion by the Raiders before that snap. So that'll be a replay of 4th down, pushing back a little bit.
And it is an illegal procedure against the Raiders. That'll move the ball back 5 yards.
5-yard penalty will bring up now 4th and 21. Ball is at the Milford 37-yard line.
If I was a Lebanon coach, I would get the ball to Pooney and let him make a play.
Can't give up a big play here if you're the Spartans, though. Read and react. Stone, shotgun formation. He's stepping back. He's looking to unload long. being flushed from the pocket now. Bill Kilgore almost got him. Stone releases downfield. Pass is intended for number 2. That would be Justin DiCarlo. Raiders looking for pass interference. Trice Cody and the ball met DiCarlo at the same time. Raiders looking for a penalty but don't get one. So the ball will be turned over on downs to the Spartans at their 37-yard line.
That could have been a flag. Let's see if Lebanon keeps their cool here.
Haven't shown the ability to do that yet tonight.
Nope.
But the Spartans are able to take it over on downs, and the officials don't throw the flag on that particular play. So the Milford Spartans get it on their 37-yard line, 1st and 10. 6:54 to play, Greg. Need a couple of first downs, followed up by a score.
Got to chew that clock up.
The question becomes, head coach Keith Jones, what does he do here? Does he go with his strength? Does he go back to his flex bone offense? Does he keep changing up formations? Barnhill in motion. The give is to the dive back, though. Zielinski, big number 22, Caden Zielinski. Forward progress. I got that wrong. That would be Logan Barnhill on the carry. He was the dive back. 22 and 23, similar size. Different kind of running back, though.
Yeah, pretty much the whole line took him down there.
1 yard gain, 2 yard gain brings up 2nd and 8 on the scoreboard, 2nd and 9, according to the eagle eye of public address announcer Emeritus Stephen Martin.
One thing keep an eye on, Pooney's been stretching his calf a little bit here. Keep him out of warp speed.
Erda under center. Zielinski in motion. The give is to Zielinski, trying to turn the corner. He cuts it back, stumbling though. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. May have even lost half a yard on that play, Greg.
Yep, Jackson Stone, again, stepping up, making a play. I think he was at the middle backer spot then.
Spartans having a tough time moving the ball here in the second half.
Yep.
Without the aid of the Raider penalty, the Spartans' drive is stymied here.
The pace of play has slowed down considerably.
Spartan 38-yard line, 3rd and 8, maybe 9.
Need a first down here. We want to move those the chains and keep the clock running.
Erda trotting out to the huddle with the play from the legendary one, Keith Jones. What is he dialing up here to keep this drive alive and convert on 3rd down? He's done it a couple of times so far tonight. Here come the Spartans. Erda under center. Zielinski in motion. Flag thrown from the back judge.
There's a penalty flag.
The deep back judge. Preliminary indication, maybe a delay of game.
Legal substitution.
Is that delay?
Penalty is delay of game against the Spartans.
That clock ran pretty quick on that particular play. That's going to bring the ball back to
Yards, moves the ball back to the Spartan 37-yard line.
34-yard line, 33-yard line.
For the Spartans.
3rd and 13, certainly different than 3rd and 8. Clock's continuing to run, 5:04 to play. Spartans looking to convert on a 3rd and long. Erda under center. Barnhill in motion. Erda keeps it. Erda looking to pass, gets sacked. Loss of a lot of yardage on the play. Lucky to hold on to that ball. Great pass rush by the Raider defense. Just hasn't had time to throw the ball all night.
No, that was Connor Brown again. He's been setting the edge all night.
Came off that edge pretty hard, Greg, and he flushed Erda. Erda having to roll against his throwing arm.
You gotta try and neutralize that, maybe with a screen or a bubble screen or something. Cause
keep it back into block, chip him, something.
Yeah, they're just putting their hand down and going. That's tough.
So as the clock continues to run, the Spartans are going to give the ball back to the Raiders here, 4th and 25. Erda, the punter, gets it off, barely, end-over-end kick, lands at about the 49-yard line, fielded by Stone. Stone looking across the field all the way to the left side, running right down the middle, running free. He's got a lot of room. Nobody's going to catch him now. Jackson Stone into the end zone. Lebanon Raiders take the lead here at Spartan Field.
He got to that wall. They set the wall, and he ran it.
We said at the outset that this Raider team can score the ball on offense, on defense.
All right, here's a flag.
On the field.
There is a penalty flag.
After the score, a flag came in late.
That's on the coach.
Speculation is unsportsmanlike conduct by the Raider bench, but we'll have to wait for the official signal here. At any rate, the score is now 18-14 with 4:19 to play. Pending the point after touchdown.
All right, he's got it.
What was that penalty, Kevin?
It's unclear for what the penalty was. The signal was for chop block, which if it was, would have negated the touchdown, but that's clearly not the case here as we're lining up for the point after touchdown, I believe. Stone looking to pass to his right side. Pass is complete to Childs. There's your two-point conversion, makes your score 20-14.
Childs gets the 2-point.
6-point lead by the Raiders. That keeps the door open to the Spartans if they can find a way to move the ball on offense. Big play perhaps on kickoff return, but they need a sustained drive, and they need to put points on the board.
Clearly. Plenty of time. They could pull this out, 21-20. Good drive, kick the extra point.
This field is no stranger to exciting finishes. 2 years ago, I believe it was Pelham came in here. We had an overtime game. This end zone here, Logan Barnhill with the defensive play, and then turned it around on offense and scored a touchdown as well. High school overtimes are really exciting. We're a long way from that, though. Spartans need to put up a score.
Yeah, remember this kicker has struggled a little bit on his kicks.
Still unclear what the penalty was on that touchdown. In any event, the touchdown stands, as does the two-point conversion. Tanner Ames set to kick off from the 40-yard line for the Raiders. Cody Zielinski Barnhill back for the Spartans. Kick is away. Long kick, drives Barnhill deep. Finally gets one over his head. Trice Cody now receives it up the sideline,
big block.
Up the hash mark. He's trying to get outside to the sideline before he's swarmed under and met by Neoti Pooney. Spartans will take over first down on their 24-yard line. 4:11 to play, down 6.
Ethan Price on the tackle for the Raiders. Cody returned the ball to the Spartan 24-yard.
Spartans have 4 minutes and 11 seconds to tie or take the lead in this game, but what they need to do is move the ball. Priorities here now is to move the ball, first downs.
You got to keep those DNs out of the sprinting stance.
On a slot formation to the right. Erda takes the snap, gives to Barnhill. He then gives over to Erda. Direct snap to Zielinski, to Barnhill, then to Erda. Erda goes to the far sideline. Short gain, if any. That play was interesting, but it didn't go very far.
Nope.
Head coach Keith Jones going back to his bag of tricks. Different formations, different quarterbacks, or different backs taking the snap.
It's a big play right here. You don't want to go into 3rd and long and 4th and long.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Looks like it's 2nd and 12 for the Spartans.
Another formation, another look for the Spartans. Erda under center again. I don't know if that's the dive back or the quarterback. Looks like maybe Zielinski up the middle. Hard to tell from our vantage point here.
Looks a little short, but big gain. And again, Lebanon is getting up a little slow here.
It'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Spartans.
That was Barnhill on the carry, actually. He picked up
about 10.
8, 9. Yeah, it could be. 3rd and 2, 3rd and manageable at least. Need a positive play here from the Spartans, not only to keep the drive alive, but they've got to move the ball down the field. Erda gives to the second back through the hole. He's got strung out to the far side. I'm not sure he got the first down, Greg.
Well, they had 10 in the box. I mean, they were not. They knew they were going to run it.
Chris Gostafis actually carried the ball, and he lost a yard or two on the play. 4th and 4, 4th and 3.
Well, this is a huge play right here.
2:52 remaining in the ball game. The Spartans are down by 6, 20-14. Need to convert a first down here just to keep the drive alive. We got a big 4th and 4 play coming. Trice Cody coming to the near side. Erda in the gun. Set to receive the snap. Does so. Looking for Cody.
Got the wheel route.
Sends the ball downfield to Cody. Good coverage by the Raiders. Jackson Stone, and that ball falls incomplete.
Broken up by Jackson Stone.
Barring a penalty, don't see any laundry. Mason Arado looked like he was back there on coverage as well. Raiders take over on downs, 1st and 10 from the Spartan 31. Raiders in control, 2:26 to play here at Spartan Field.
Now you got to burn your timeouts, go for the ball.
Without giving up much in yardage either, or the big play. Clock is not running yet until it is reset on the turnover on downs. Tight formation for the Raiders. Stone takes it, hands it off. Looks like to Childs. Childs to the sideline. He's still in bounds. He's got the first down, wrestled down by Harris Jones along the sidelines. I don't think he got out of bounds. Didn't want to go out of bounds. Not sure why the clock is stopped. On the first down, I guess, right, Greg?
Right.
Here we go.
I'll reset it.
So on that first down, the chains will move.
His foot did go outside.
Did it go out? He stepped out of bounds? Eagle Eye Chris Gentry from Granite Town Media letting us know the running back did step out of bounds, stopping the clock. Not necessarily what head coach Chris Childs wants, but he'll take the first down for sure.
Child's a good-looking player. He delivered the blow there. Yeah, he's tough.
Strong lower body, low center of gravity for sure.
Good little player. Tough kid.
Stone gives to Childs. Childs off tackle to the left.
Childs again on the carry.
Clock is at 2 minutes.
6 yards on that play will be 2nd and 4 for the Raiders. The ball is just inside.
Well, it's been a pleasure having Greg McDonough, class of 1987, here in the booth with us tonight. Milford Spartans look to be going down to defeat, but Greg, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, good time.
Quarterback takes it right up the middle for a touchdown. Spartans just were not ready for that play. No flags on the play either, so the Raiders really serving notice here late in the second half that they came to play, and although they didn't put up their 60 or 77 points, they put up enough to win tonight.
They just wore them down. They were bigger.
Bigger, stronger.
Yep.
Some of their players a little faster.
12. Oh, he's coming off.
26-14 is your score pending the PAT. 1:38 to play. Stone will hold. Tanner aims to tack on the extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. 27-14 is now your score, Greg. So as we look to the future here, the Spartans are going to fall to 2-1. Lebanon will improve to 3-0. We'll have to wait in here and find out what Hanover does. They're the other 2-0 team in the conference. Next week, Milford will travel to Hollis Brookline, where the Cavaliers of Hollis Brookline have always given the Spartans all they could handle. Meanwhile, Lebanon will go to Guilford Belmont before they go home and host Sauhegan. After Hollis Brookline, Spartans come back here on October 1st and host Bow Granite Town Media currently in negotiations to determine whether they'll broadcast the game from Hollis Brookline. If not, we'll be right here on the air October 1st when the Spartans host Bo.
Which is also the New Hampshire Tackles Hunger game.
October 1st is a big night at Spartan Stadium. New Hampshire Tackles Hunger. Bring your canned goods and whatnot to the stadium. They'll be collected all over the state that night, but if you're in the Milford area, please come here and make your donations here. Tanner Ames set to kick off. 27-14 is your score. Nice end-over-end kick fielded by Logan Barnhill at the 10-yard line. He's pretty much running straight up the field, met at the 35-yard line, falling forward to about the 40 before he's finally brought down.
Good return.
Logan Barnhill, just a good production night for him. Once again, came into the game leading rusher for the Spartans. Haven't tallied up the numbers yet. Not sure if Caden Zielinski's going to catch him tonight. Both had productive nights, but just couldn't move the ball effectively in the second half.
They held with them. They just broke down a little bit late. This team, Lebanon's going to be tough to beat. They're big, they're strong, they're fast.
I wouldn't give head coach Keith Jones a second crack at him, though. Give him an opportunity to game plan for this team again. It could be interesting.
I hit a great game plan.
Both teams came in here looking to hit, and they did that. The give is to Logan Barnhill. Little double handoff in the backfield.
Logan Barnhill.
Barnhill, nice run, moves the chains, first down for the Spartans. So that stops the clock, but for just a moment, as now it continues to run.
This is a fun offense to watch. I mean, the different angles, different formations. The reverse is
very different than that pro set offense
Yeah.
and the power eye that we played back in the 80s. Set plays, I mean, they're reading and reacting here a little bit more.
Yep.
Zielinski in motion, Erda to keep it. Pass is complete to Cloutier. Cloutier to the near sideline, out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, where it's a Milford Spartan, I believe, first down. We are under a minute to play here at Spartan Stadium. 27-14 is your score.
And it is good enough for a first down.
Spartans looking to punch one in, perhaps for pride.
Yeah, never quit. Milford team never quits.
36-yard line.
Little different feel to this stadium from the time you played here, huh, Greg?
Been a few years.
Cloutier, the sole setback behind Erda. Barnhill, now Zielinski, crisscross in the backfield. Zielinski's dragged down after a short gain by Jonathan Islander.
Zielinski's a big back. I mean, he's bigger than most of the linemen. Big, strong kid.
Based on the way head coach Keith Jones is running his offense, he's conceded the game, of course, down 2 scores to the Raiders. 27-14, likely your final here, as the Milford Spartans will drop their first game of this young season and fall to 2-1. Full backfield for Erda. Erda gives to Zielinski. Zielinski dashes to the tackle on the right side. That will be the final play of the game, where the Lebanon Raiders come into Milford having posted 60 and 77 points. They're held to 27, but that's enough for the win tonight, Greg. 27-14.
Yep, good game. Thanks for having me. Great to be back in the old field. Loved it.
It was my pleasure to have Greg join me here on Granite Town Media. Chris Gentry, Alex, we appreciate all your efforts tonight here behind the scenes. Milford Spartans travel to Hollis Brookline next Friday night for a 7 o'clock game with the Cavaliers. Then they come back home to Spartan Stadium on October 1st, and they will host Bo. Hope to have another guest color commentator that night. We'll let you know about that. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Local Access Channel 20. For Chris Gentry, my partner, Greg McDonough, I'm Kevin St. Ange signing off on Granite Town Media.